Hello, my name is Eric and I'm doing another one of my photography vlogs called One Body, One Lens, One Roll, One Day. It is a very bright Friday morning. I'm out again at the bottom of Whips Ledges in Hinkley, Ohio. It's part of the Cleveland MetroParks area. And I'm testing out another camera. I went back a little bit more to the classic SLR. This is the Pentax Super Program, one of the ME series style bodies. The ME Super, Super Program, and Program A kind of all had very similar body styles. This is the Super Program. Unlike the ME, which I did before, this does actually have full manual controls. Now there is no mechanical shutter speed, so if my battery dies, I'm kind of dead in the water until I put a new battery in it. Where on the ME and the Nikon EM I did in a previous episode still had a mechanical shutter. Today's lens is a Tamron 28-70 35-45. This is an Adapt-All lens, and what an Adapt-All lens is, back in the day, you could switch the lens mounts on certain Tamron lenses. There's the adapter piece, and that way you could just buy one lens, and if you shifted systems, guess what? All you need to do is get the new adapter plate, and you'd still be able to keep all your lenses. Now you're just using adapters to put these lenses on, mirrorless and digital and stuff like that. But this is how they did it back in the day with all mechanics. Now when they went autofocus, they couldn't do it because the electronics were different. It did rain the night before, so it's kind of muddy a little bit, so I'm just going to stay on the path. I'm not going to go drudging around off the path because I don't know what kind of slipperiness there is. I did load up with some Kodak Max 400 film. This is a film that was given to me that I do not know the condition of. And since the current stock of Kodak I think is Ultra Max, I'm going to assume this is at least 10-15 years old, because I got it with some other older Pentax ZX bodies, which is from the 90s, early 2000s. So I'm shooting this at ISO 100. I'm pulling it back 2 stops just because of the fact I don't know the condition. Now, if it's actually okay, my negatives will be very dark, but still probably usable, but I'm anticipating I should get more normal results because, again, I don't know the age. Now, if the film was heat damaged or otherwise exposed, this will be an oops episode, and you'll find out when I post the images at the end. All right, I'm going to get some shots. I got a little bit of a drain off going on. I got a path going on right there. The birds are out, but this guy's not going to get me too far. Maybe I'll catch some squirrels or something. All right, let me get to shooting. Okay, because I'm still in the shade of the trees, the sun's not super high yet, and I'm shooting 100 speed film. Right now, my shutter speeds are about 1/8 and 1/15 of a second. I'm not sure I can handhold that, and I didn't bring a tripod with me. So I'm going to try leaning against some trees. Maybe I'll do some handheld. Don't think I'm going to get it, but yeah, if you're going to go out in dimmer areas or underneath the canopy of trees, maybe the more classic 50mm lenses, the f2, the 1.7, the 1.8s, even the 1.4s would be better for something like this. Or shooting higher ISO film. Now again, I've got some 400 speed film in here, but I don't know how it's kept, so I'm pulling it back to 100 speed. So I'm getting really low shutter speeds. A couple trees I can brace against. Let me see what I can get. If not, if I don't get anything too reasonable, there's a big expanse area over there, some picnic tables and stuff like that that's pretty sunny, so I'll at least get some shots over there. But let me go up and down this path a little bit. All right, be right back. So this camera, like a couple other old manual cameras, the meter does not go active until you get to shot 1. So when you first load up your roll of film, it's going to fire really fast. This one fires about 1/1000th of a second, just to get good film out to where you're taking pictures. But as your counter moves up, right about when it hits shot 1, your meter goes live, and then now you suddenly get your normal exposure. So just be aware that when using some of these old manual cameras, that for the first 2 or 3 winds and fires right after you load it, counter's still moving into position, and it doesn't want you to shoot on bad film that was out of the canister while you were loading your camera. All right, let me get some more shots. All right, so as you can see, it's a lot brighter out here since I'm not in the underneath the canopy of trees. I'm going to get a couple more shots. I'm on shot 16. I got about 8 shots left. I'm getting shutter speeds, if I'm here at f8, which is a good normal f-stop, I am getting about a 250th of a second, so that should be plenty to handhold. And wish I had my polarizer with me. That would have been, make for a really nice deep blue sky and get the glare off of some of these trees from the sun directly hitting it. But you think these things after the fact. All right, I'm going to go get some more shots. Be right back. This camera does have one of those shift macros that I talked about on a previous episode. If you go to the highest zoom, in this case 70, I now have access to a slightly tighter macro. I think this particular one's more like a 1 to 2.5, not a 1 to 2 like the previous one, but it's still pretty good for some decent sized flowers. All right, let me keep going. Oh, it looks like somebody's kite got stuck up there. Be right back. All right, that's the end of my roll. Remember, when you're going to rewind these old manual cameras, there's a pressure pin on most of them at the bottom of the camera. So you got to push it in, grab your rewind, and you'll meet some soft tension. It usually takes about as many rewinds as you had winds, so this will be about 20 to 25. And you'll feel it let go. Then you can open it up and take your film out. All right, results will be posted at the end. If you like the results, give it a thumbs up. Again, this is a Pentax Super program with a Tamron 28 to 70 Adapt-All lens with a Pentax K mount on it. Some unknown condition Max 400. Because this was given me with some old film cameras, the film cameras themselves were circa late 1990s, early 2000s. I'm guessing this is from that era, so I pulled this back to ISO 100, so I'm shooting this like 100 speed, even though it's 400. If the film was good or was frozen, all right, so I'm overexposing it, and I can maybe adjust for some of that in scanning. But if it's not, then that overexposure will definitely help out getting me usable negs out of this. All right, give it a thumbs up, share it. Comment if you learned something new, about the Tamron Adapt-All lens or the family of Pentax cameras. And, come visit the MetroParks bottom of Whipsel Edges. I'll see you next episode.